Welcome to today's webinar. And today we're going over to the East with John. So we're going to look at some great properties over in the East. And I'm sure John's going to tell you a lot about the areas as well. So John, are you ready to join us? Hang on, John, we're just waiting for your audio. There you go.
So I'm here. How do you do? Is everyone fine?
We're all fine.
We're over in the East Algarve today. I'm just waiting. My developer has just arrived. She's busy girl. We're going to show you a couple of some properties over here that we've got some stunning views down across the Ria Formosa, and we're going to look in one of the apartments that's finished now. Just give you an idea of the quality, and then we're going to be going up in the lift. So please bear with me. The sound might go. But we're going to look at the like a furnished one that's not for sale. Let's just show you the quality, and then we'll go into an unfinished one that's been in construction. This is in Tavira, which is in the Eastern Algarve. For those of you who are unfamiliar, the Algarve is the southern tip of Portugal, 2 hours away from Lisbon. The time here at the moment is 5 o'clock in the evening, or tea time, and it's still 33 degrees, really hot. The Eastern Algarve is a little bit more quieter. Not so much construction goes on here, but when it does go on here, you get the most amazing views. Not so built up. And then what I'm going to do now is just flick you over on the camera to show you one of the apartments, just to give you an idea of the quality of this developer's work. Go on to this and you'll get a better shot of the idea. This is one of the apartments that's finished. This is the quality of it. All open plan. Nice size rooms, beautiful kitchens, island sites, all fully fitted with the oven, the microwave. All the worktops are actually corian, or actually silkstone, I think they are. Double fridge freezer, open plan lounge, as I said. And I'm not sure if the camera can pick this up, but I'm going to take a walk to this panoramic view of the balcony, and you can see exactly what I mean about stunning. You look down on the Ria Formosa, and out we go. And this is your balcony, or one of the balconies that this builder does. And then you've got panoramic views across there. And that's the little town of Cabanas, just further away in the distance. And just to my left is where the new construction is being built at the moment. There's 5 apartments left for sale there. And some with views like this, and actually one I think with even better views than this. Now, as I said, Tavira is a really old village, old town, and it's really set back in history. It's got the most famous Roman bridge. Traffic can't go over it. It's only foot passengers that will walk over it. That goes over the river, where the river's tidal, goes out to Tavira Islands. You can get the boats out, build a boat or a ferry out to the islands. And then the next town along, going back towards Faro, is Olial. And then you've got the other islands of Il Calatra, El Deserta. There's about three of them over there. And there's no traffic at all. And you just literally go across, just sit on the beach and have a glass of wine and something to eat, fresh fish. It's the life, it really is. Now, this particular apartment is built by this developer. As I said, all fully finished when it's done, fully fitted, air conditioning. I don't know if you can pick up the floors. These are the floor tiles, just stunning, absolutely stunning. And the bathrooms, as you see, all marbled, fully fitted showers. And then that's like the house bathroom. And then you go into the bedrooms, wood floors in the bedrooms, air conditioning all throughout. Views out again through the curtains if I open them out to the Ria Formosa. This is the master bedroom. Again, fantastic views. Again, air conditioning, fully fitted wardrobes, and then into the ensuite bathroom to the actual master bedroom with a fitted bath and a shower over. More wardrobe space, little dressing area there. So this just gives you an idea of the workmanship this builder does. and it really is pretty special. Now they've got one apartment left in Cabanas, which is a little village just about 5 minutes away, and I'll be going down there later on just to do some filming down there as well. I'll find out what the availability of that one's like. But on this particular block, we got 5. Have we got 5 myself? Of course you can speak. Yeah.
So we have this 4th floor with the top roof.
Yeah.
The access is inside the living.
Yeah.
Okay, facing totally south and up north.
Yeah.
But we're going there.
Yeah.
We do have the 3rd floor apartment, this time with no terrace, but front balcony to this view.
To the view.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then we do have a corner one with no view.
Right.
Both them T2.
They're T2s, and the one with the roof terrace.
This one here has 106 square meters,
Yeah.
and the top roof is about 100 square meters. So
Right.
totally 204 square meters.
So it's a T2 with the internal staircase to the roof terrace. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow, that sounds nice.
Yes, yes. But all the apartment has each unit solar panel.
Yeah.
All the equipment are Bosch equipment
Bosch
inside.
equipment. Yeah.
We have heating floor and toilets, and the units has air conditioning. Well, multi-split, cold and
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
And also the tiles up here are refrigerated, so it means that the
Water goes down. Yeah.
in between, and it refresh because we are loose.
So that way you don't have the problem with the grouting.
No.
Because if you have grouting,
Yes.
it means you got to keep
Humidity is also
exactly. Yeah. So it's like a floating.
Yes, it is. It's a floating. It's air in between.
Okay. I do know a little, but not much.
Okay, so
Okay.
also that we have centimeters of isolation.
Yeah.
Okay. For noise and for temperature.
Yeah.
8 centimeters. We have electrical shutters.
Yeah. Outside shutters. Yeah.
Only open inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double glass.
Yeah.
And double curtain on the
Yeah.
windows as well.
And those tiles,
Yeah.
are they Portuguese?
Yes, indeed they are.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful tiles.
Everything we use except the brand Bosch.
Yeah.
It's Portuguese, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a look in. We'll look at the building site now.
Let us see.
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can I hand you back while we just go down, and then I'll come back to you if that's easier. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Thank you, John.
All right.
Okay.
We'll talk to you in about 3 minutes. All right?
Okay, 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Has anybody got any questions they want to type for John, so that when we get him back, we can ask him a few questions? He will be talking about the prices as well with the developer. So he will be getting that to you when he comes back on. But Tavira is a really, really lovely place to go. It's like John says, it's more traditional. It's very much like a Portuguese town, and it's very pretty on a river. So it is a really nice place. Lots of restaurants, lots of bars, things like that. There's a lot to do around Tavira, but it stays the same really all year round. Obviously, it gets a little busier in the summer, but it's because it's more Portuguese, it does stay very lively through the winter as well. And you can get on the boat over to the beach, and it's a really long stretch of beach called Tavira Island, and we bought restaurants on the beach and things like that. So it is a really nice place to have a look round. Just at the side of it, there's a place that's famous for octopus, and you can have octopus done in about 20 different ways, which I absolutely love. We have it all spread all over the table, all different kinds, like tapas they're eating, and it's really, really, really nice. All cooked very well. And I'm sure John will be coming back, and we have got Sasha with us today as well, and I don't know if Sasha's got his audio working yet. He can put his hand up if he has.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, hey, yes, that's Sasha. And Sasha will
Yeah.
probably be able to, obviously Sasha sells these developments as well, and be able to add a little bit to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the development that John showed you, I think it's a really good development. Obviously, those sorts of sea views, you know, they don't come by that often. Certainly not at that price point. All of that area and cabanas and so on, they have a maximum number of allowable floors of three floors. So it's all low rise. And so there are, you know, a number of options in cabanas if you're really wanting sea views. There are some really good options there.
I
You
will
get a little
say,
bit.
can I just add on that as well, that when you see a sea view from a camera, it always seems further away, doesn't it? When
It
you're
does.
actually there,
It does.
it's a totally
It does.
different experience, yeah.
It does, absolutely, it does. You get a little bit more for your money because land prices are not as high as they are in other areas of the Algarve, simply because you know, you don't have the sort of density of tourism there as other areas. It's sort of playing a little bit of catch up because of that. And one of the principal reasons for that is because the eastern side of the Algarve, you know, the beaches are not directly on the coast. They're on these little islands. I mean, beautiful islands, and they're only, you know, a minute off the coast, but they're not directly on the coast. So you need to take a little taxi boat to get there. And so, the rental market isn't as mature. The tourism market isn't as mature there as it is in other areas. So if you are, you know, if you want to really sort of get away from it all, chill out, you know, it's a great place to go to. You're still going to get good rental income, but it'll be sort of in line with the fact that the prices of the properties are less expensive. So, you know, it's proportionally less expensive to buy, and you'll get proportionally less sort of rental income. So it's really just it's a question of how you feel about that area, what kind of budget you have, and what your sort of goals are, whether it is really as a holiday home or to live there full time, or whether you're looking at perhaps maximizing your rental income. So it's really, you know, the devil's in the detail here. It's a particular project, particular apartment, particular price, the details of that property, and that's it really. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sasha. We've asked someone who you've just touched on, asking how far to the beach driving and walking. So can you help on that, Sasha?
Yes, I mean, I would say it's 10 minutes. I would say something like that. 10 minutes to the beach from where John just filmed now, and from where he's going to film, I think it's even less than that. It's probably 5 minutes to the beach.
And is that walking or driving?
No, driving.
Driving.
I would say walking. For where he's going to go now, I'd say walking is about 15 minutes to the beach.
Okay. And the prices are, like you say, you get a lot more for your money, don't you, in the east than what you would in the other areas?
Absolutely. You get a little bit more for your money, and so it's really a question of, you know, every area of the Algarve has its own different sort of characteristics, and it's not, I wouldn't classify the eastern area of the Algarve as superior or inferior. It's just different, and it's just a question of, you know, if it's something that sort of attracts you, you know, based on your budget. I mean, if you have a sort of if you're willing to spend less money on a property, but for example, you're looking at a 2-bedroom property with nice facilities, with good views, but you've got a budget of 200,000 euros, 250,000 euros, you're going to get more of a property in the east than you are in the west. And so, you know, that's the way I would describe it.
And when we get back to John's going to go through the pricing, because I know a lot of people are asking about the prices, but John will get back to that. He's going to talk to the developer while she's there with him, so that we get that exactly what each apartment is in price. And I think we've got John back now. Are you there, John?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you just talk about a little bit on pricing on that last property that you was in for us, please?
Yeah, well, what I've done is I've come up to the one on the corner that's really, I've got to call it a penthouse, because it's got an internal staircase from the apartment we'll go down into, with this, I mean, this is amazing views, absolutely. I don't know if this camera can pick it up, but
Not as good. Yeah, it looks good, but I can imagine it feels so much better actually being there.
Yeah, it really is. And the mountains are behind, so you've got the Mountains behind, and this terrace belongs to this apartment.
Wow.
This literally is totally private, unique, because it is the only one with its entrance like that. And then obviously I'm not going to walk too far forward, but there'll be glass panels here, and that's your view around there. I was just talking to Rosalina. She was giving me some really interesting information. I've got to find it. Rosalina, you were telling me about the Ria Formosa.
Yes. Well, Ria Formosa just happens here from Quinta do Lago to Castelo Velha.
Yeah.
It's a well-protected area because migration from a lot of birds are coming, like flamingos, two times a year. And so a lot of ornithologists just come to see the birds. Some species are already, extincted in another country, and now they find out that they are here in this area of Tavira. So there are right now a lot of ornithologists all over the world taking pictures, just following the birds and make publications. Canadian speaking, Norwegian, Swedish, that just come for this area because of that. Also, it's not allowed to construct anymore.
No, this
because
is it.
it's protection.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Our waters are quite warm because they come from the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And we don't have rocky beaches, so we have the rocky
Beautiful sand. Yeah.
It's nice quality, and the quality of the water is fantastic. What else should I tell? That we are on the top of the higher building from Tavira. That this top floor doesn't have a wall in front of it, so it will have a glass protection.
Glass panel, yeah.
It means that when you're sitting down or laying down on the side of the bath, you have the view in front of you.
Yeah. And then we have the prices. Sorry, I forgot. I'm just mesmerised by this view. So you asked about prices, Angela. I do apologise. This particular one is on the market, going on the market at
450. That includes the apartment, the terrace, and where we are right now, it will be a kitchen balcony.
Right.
Okay?
So this is going to be a fitted kitchen, outside kitchen.
Yeah. With the grill up here.
Yeah.
I think balcony. And also a shower, because it's also concept to have a jacuzzi.
A hot tub jacuzzi here. Yeah. Amazing. And what's the square footage of this terrace? It's enormous.
99 something. We commonly use 100 because it's nearby 100 square
meters.
meters.
It's near 100 square meters.
The apartment itself is 106, plus the terrace 100 square meters.
And in feet, that is, oh God almighty, well, that's enormous.
You have to do that.
Yeah, that is enormous. I mean, but it is big. So this one's 450. The one underneath is now 310, but that doesn't have the terrace. It has a balcony.
But both of them has a box for 2 cars.
Yes.
Included.
Yeah. So a box being the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have your own garage downstairs.
Yeah.
And this development will have a pool at the back that it won't be connected to the.
Well, we don't know. The plot is there. It's not known to us. So in the future, might be a pool, common pool with a garden. But the builder made 2 propositions for the owners. They didn't accept because of the buildings are increasing the price, and so it says for the moment he's not doing that.
Okay, right. So at the moment that's on hold.
We just put in all terrace set place for the jacuzzi. So we have 3 models, and client pay a part of the price of the jacuzzi they choose.
And Sasha was talking as we were coming over about the distance down to the beach. I mean, Tavira for a walk down to the beach here, you're going to go really into Tavira. So it's going to be a good 15, 20 minute walk, isn't it?
The building beside us, we have 24 units, and we sold them in 5 months, 24 units. From this one, we started at the beginning of the year from 19 apartments. We only have 4 at the moment. So it means that in the other building, for the 24 units, we only have a Portuguese couple. All the other ones are foreigner.
They're all expats come from
we have
Scandinavia.
5 American persons, French, Norwegian, Swedish, Italians, a lot of Italians right now.
Really? Yeah.
And on this one, you already have, that, because it's all some Americans as well, Italians as well. It's the 2 both, and the Portuguese too. Okay, for this one, and the Canadian also.
Okay, so a mixed.
The mix. It means that they leave the car in the basement and they walk.
Yeah.
Okay. Even when they go to dinner, they call a Uber because they have a lot of Ubers on this place.
And they also have a lot of wine.
Yes.
Exactly.
No need
Yeah.
to drive.
No need to drive.
Nevertheless, we also have a minibus that comes 4 times here. A minibus from city.
Okay.
Take the kids to the school and take everyone who wants to go downtown and to pick up the minibus to come here as well.
Oh, what a service.
Yeah, Tavira has a good service.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have a look. Let's have a look down in this apartment. And
Okay, John, can you just repeat the square meters of the terrace, the apartment and everything again? And can you say, because you're louder?
99 square meters of terrace, right? And that obviously this bit you're looking at is where the outside kitchen is going to be. There obviously will be a kitchen inside as well, but it goes round the corner there, 99, and the apartment, that's the other side there, and the apartment itself is the covered area, Rosalina? 106 of square meters of covered area in the apartment.
And then there'll be balconies as well.
Is that covered, including the terraces and balconies? Is that just covered area, the inside? Total. No, that covers the balconies as well.
Okay. And what about the last one that you was in, the first one, John? What's the square meter and the price on that one?
The first.
Can you show her?
Yeah.
The first apartment that you was in.
That one's sold. That's just all that block is finished. So that was just to show you the quality of the workmanship. It's hard to get a good.
Yes, to get a perspective of what it will look like when it's completed.
Hang on a second. Right. Can you see?
Yes.
There. That says S. Lot 3. T2. It's hard to show you, but square meter 106.55. Can you see that? 106.55.
Okay.
Private terrace.
Balcony.
And balcony 8.48 square meters.
Okay.
Okay.
And the price.
And the price is for
450.
Yeah. We've got all this on any inquiries anybody wants to see. We've all got it on our we've got digital pictures of it and everything. But we're just going to go inside. We couldn't go down the internal staircase because that's not finished yet. So we're going around the outside here. Do excuse my camera work here. Right. So, okay. So here's one of those beautiful tiles being laid. There you go. That's the first one.
And the mountain views.
There's your mountain views. There. And then this is your, wow, this is big.
It's 45 square meters.
That's wide.
Yeah.
This is bigger than the one we went in.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is bigger than the first one we went in.
Okay.
This is very wide. Yeah, yeah, this is big. Big, big, big. And then you've got the bedroom off this one, and that's got a window straight, and this is all south facing, remember, with all that view. Big, you can't really see, but it's a big, big bathroom. Big, big. And then the other T2 bedroom is there. Gives you an idea. But no, this is big. Big. And then you've got the balcony as well. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll have all the fitments as we see. Everything like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And the stairs that comes here. Okay.
Oh, the stairs start here. Okay, so the stairs go from here up.
And that goes up to the roof terrace.
By the roof terrace. So this apartment on the market is 450. The one below it, which is the same size, but it doesn't have a small balcony. Does it have a balcony? It says the same balcony, but it doesn't have a terrace, obviously, because this is the top floor. That one's on at 315. The other one, yeah. 310. So 310 for the one below, 450 for this one. Yeah. So and this one comes with 2 garage parking.
The other one too.
And then one comes with 2 as well. So you're paying more money for obviously the terrace than being a penthouse and being private. And this will never be built on. You cannot build in front of this. So
I forgot to tell that our buildings also have fiber
optic cable, yeah, for internet, yeah. And what classification A rating? Is it A rating? A plus. Okay. So yeah. And I know I was here when they first started building, and I was very impressed how your floors are going in. It's not the normal.
No,
What I
it's
say.
about 40 centimeters between one floor and the other.
Exactly.
So it gives a lot of
Insulation, but all
insulation.
soundproof and everything.
And
Yeah.
also, as you can see here, our version is 10 centimeters. As you can see there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's quite, well, all the other builders use 5 or 3.
Yeah.
We use 8.
Yeah. So
What
yeah.
was that, John? Sorry, we missed that one. What was that?
The installation, well, most builders only use 5, 7 or 8, right? But this might mean anything, but this is all insulation. So this goes on top. So this is your wall here, and this is all insulated. So that's your thickness. So that stops moisture, damp, stops humidity, as I say, things like noise as well, and obviously stops heat coming in and stops heat going out. So it's you know, so yeah, the temperature will remain. So in the winter, you don't lose heat going out, and you've got the double glazing as well. So,
And about the study, I tell you that I can provide you about the climate here in Tavira. We have the same climate as Uruguay.
in Uruguay.
And the city of Perth in Australia. So I have that study for the Center of Meteorology in Portugal, just to compare.
So that's just on the east side of Tavira.
Yeah, the city of Tavira is compared about the type of climate, the micro climate that it works here. It's the same as Perth, same temperature, same humidity, same, the rainings, the temperature, and you lost your connection.
Well, someone's trying to ring me. Many people do. And one quick, very last thing. You were talking to me a while back now, but the salt. Tavira is famous for the salt.
Indeed, because of Ria Formosa, it's the salt pans.
We can see. You can't see.
Here.
We can see it in naked eye. We've got salt pans down there, so you can buy all your rock salt and everything down there.
Now we export all over the world. Most of the in Europe, of course, some types of salt only happens here on this Ria Formosa. The pink salt, okay.
Yeah.
The same as we have in
like Himalayan salt.
Israel.
Yeah.
Also the Dead Sea, as they call it.
Yeah.
We have it here as well. So, and they improve that business with salt pans. That's why it's also a protected area because of that.
Okay, so I think we've concluded here. I'm going to run down to Cabanas while and just show you a little bit of Cabanas. But I think it's been an interesting thing, and honestly, I wish anybody could see what we see. I mean, you're here all day and you love it, don't you? But
yeah, I live here around, so I'm very suspicious to speak about it. But before you go to Cabanas, and to show a little bit of our amenities that you have here, just aside, if I were you, I will go to that bridge over there where you can pick the boat on the river, and you follow ahead on the road till where we see the island from Tavira. And from that place, you can see what is the Ria Formosa, what it will be offering. Okay, being on that beach,
actually, what we did.
Then you can go to Cabanas.
Yeah, what I did the other day was Casella.
Well, beautiful.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. That's where the lagoon starts. Finished. But if I were you, I will follow that bridge and go a little bit. Let's say by car you are in 10 minutes away. Okay, but you can show all over what it is, because most of the time you come here, go to Cabanas. But you don't go there to see what you have.
No, you don't. No.
So we do that
Hang on a second. I'll just. Bye, she's been a very, very nice person.
Thank you.
Any information, just give us a shout. I've got my email, office email. I'll come back in about five minutes' time, and we'll talk a bit more. So,
Okay.
talk to you soon. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. See you soon. Okay, Sasha, do you want to add anything to the area again?
Well, the only thing I would say is, as you saw there, you saw the properties in front. So you can be absolutely sure that, that's all mature there in front. That's already been built in front. So what you're seeing there today is what is guaranteed for you in the future in terms of the view. So it's not going to be any sort of tall buildings in front, that's it basically. So, that's really what I wanted to say about that. The build quality is very high. I know this developer well. They're very professional in what they're doing, and they build, and deliver on time. That's been our experience with this builder. And it's Cabanas de Tavira is one of my favorite places. I mean, what's great about Cabanas de Tavira is that everything is in walking distance. You've got a train station there, which is sort of 5 minutes walk away. You've got the beaches, which is sort of 10 minutes walk away. You've got the front, which John's going to show you, with really nice restaurants and cafes. The differences in terms of tourism between the winter and summertime isn't so extreme, which means that there isn't so many people there in the summertime that they can open up lots of sort of bars and restaurants that then have to close in the wintertime. Generally speaking, what you see open in the summertime is what you're going to see open in the wintertime. There's a golf course that you can walk to, really nice golf course, 18-hole golf course, which is maybe 15 minutes walk away. There are another 2 or 3 world-class golf courses 10 or 15 minutes up the road. If you wanted to go to Seville, well, Seville is only a couple of hours away, so it's great to go for a weekend. If you want to go snow skiing, for example, that's only 5 hours away. To Faro Airport, we're talking about 30 minutes on the motorway. You're close to the town of Tavira. That's sort of less than 10 minutes by car, 10 minutes on the train. There are cycle tracks that you can take to Tavira. It's part of a nature reserve just between Tavira and Cabanas de Tavira. It's a nature reserve. Most of that area is quite flat. It's very popular with cyclists. Yeah.
You
That's
still
what I
get a
would
good
say.
rental potential, don't you?
Sorry?
You still get a good rental potential in the East.
Oh yes, no, you do absolutely. You get a rental potential. I mean, in terms of sort of your sort of return on investment, it's going to be good. It's just that if it's costing you 20% less to purchase a property, you'll sort of have the same sort of drop in terms of the rental income. So it'll be 20% less. But in terms of return on investment, in terms of percentages, it's good. It'll match most other areas of the Algarve.
And you're still going to get, like, in the spring and like the beginning of the year, the end of the year, the golfers, because there's still as many golf courses around that area.
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you've got I always forget the name of the golf course, but 10 minutes up the road, you've got rated one of the top 10 golf courses in Europe. And then 5 minutes away, you've got another 2 golf courses right on the beach. So yeah, no, absolutely. Probably within a 20-minute drive, you've got maybe 6 golf courses. So it's very strong on golf. Very strong on golf.
I think they're building a really big complex as well, aren't they, with a golf course on it, a bit further inland, but it's more to the east.
That's right. But
yeah.
I don't know much about the details.
I think it's going to be quite a park kind of area and stuff. So yeah.
And you've got some really, really good restaurants in and around Tavira. In fact, I think one of the top rated restaurants in the whole of the Algarve is in Cabanas. Though I've never figured out which one it is. But anyway, so I've been told that there is really one of the very best restaurants in the Algarve, somewhere in Cabanas.
What do you think about prices? Do you think they will start going up, or do you think they'll steady out?
Oh yes, no. I think that I think they will continue to. I mean, the point is that in the Algarve there is limited supply of new builds. There isn't enough new builds to satisfy demand, and that's everywhere in the Algarve. And so, everywhere in terms of property prices, I mean, for example, the virus hasn't really sort of affected the property market, at least when we're in terms of new builds. The property prices are still rising, even this year with the virus. So, I see that next year things will really sort of rise quite rapidly. And people who are really looking for, you know, uncompromising quality, you know, a new property, are having to resort to buying off plan, because by the time construction is completed, all the units have been sold, or shall we say, the vast majority of the units have been sold by then. So you know, that's the market in Portugal, in the Algarve specifically, and that's because building regulations in Portugal are very tight. You can't just sort of build anywhere you want. You know, different land has different designations, and it's just very difficult. And now it's very difficult to build anything within 500 meters of the beach. You know, it's highly regulated, and so, you know, you don't have these massive developments going on that you know, lots of apartments are being built and then they haven't got people to buy them. It's the other way around. It's a little bit of a seller's market at the moment. So if you are buying at the right time, and I think this is a very good time to buy, you know, you can see very good sort of capital appreciation over the next 4 or 5 years.
Excellent. And it's about, what, 20 minutes drive to the border of Spain? About 20 minutes,
yes,
half an
yes,
hour?
I would say it's about 20 minutes to the Spanish border, and then it's just the bridge, you know, on the motorway. So you've got a motorway running across the whole of the Algarve, so you can get from one area of the Algarve to another area of the Algarve on the motorway very quickly. And so on the motorway from Tavira, from Cabanas to the Spanish border, it's about 20 minutes, and then it's about another hour or so to Seville.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice because it's nice to get a change as well, so you can go over and have Spanish tapas.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
afternoon you can be in Portugal and evening in Spain.
I mean, Seville's a great place. I mean, I go to Seville a couple of times a year, and I mean, I'm a little bit further west in Portimao, so it takes me probably 3 hours to get to Seville, but still, you know, it's a simple, easy journey, and absolutely, yeah.
You can actually zip wire over the river, can't you? So you actually zip wire in about, I don't know, 30 seconds across the river from Portugal to Spain, and you gain an hour.
Oh, absolutely.
They get it back when you come back. So,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
But there's a lot I'd like to actually experienced going up the river much. I have looked at it. I think I went to Alcatim a little while ago. That was a really stunning place. That were up river. And I'd like to explore a little bit more around there, because I think it's a nice area to be.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions?
We haven't got any questions at the moment. Someone's asking about funds for a couple of purchases, but I think we'll get to you individually and answer that question afterwards. I'll get Sasha to contact you. But other than that, no. What is the monthly maintenance costs for the upkeep of the common areas of the building that all the owners will be sharing, which won't be actually, I wouldn't imagine, is being sorted as yet?
No, it wouldn't have been sorted, but you know, it's really, it doesn't hold any surprises. So for example, if you're talking about a 2-bedroom apartment with some common gardens and a swimming pool, your likely cost is going to be 70 or 80 euros a month. 3-bedroom property, maybe it'll be about 100 euros a month. And so, you know, it's really quite low cost there. And the way it works is that when the developer sells out and completes on his final sale of, you know, the very final property, the developer will get quotes from a number of different national condominium companies who will come in and make an assessment, and then that will be disseminated to the owners. The owners will select the one that they would prefer, and that will be the one that will be awarded as sort of a 1-year contract. There'll be an annual general meeting where you would sort of make decisions on what extras you might want to include. There could be some group insurances. Maybe you want some beds around the pool. If it's a larger complex, you might want to sort of have a security guard, but that's usually not not a necessity. And then you will approve the budget. And then at the end of the year, by law, you are presented with a set of accounts demonstrating where all the money has gone, and then you approve the budget for the following year. So you're always in sort of control of that situation, and really, it's very easy to predict the kind of sort of monthly costs that you're going to need to pay.
Okay. And then it's like they ensure the maintenance going forward. That's who looks after the development going forward. But there will be
Absolutely.
a warranty on the build as well.
Absolutely. So there's a legal requirement for the building itself to have a warranty of 5 years. The sort of kitchen equipment, aircon, and so on usually has a warranty of 2 years. Then, of course, you'll want to have your own building insurance, contents insurance. These are relatively inexpensive in Portugal.
Okay. And if anybody wants to reserve any units, they can, and we'll contact you afterwards. We've given you his details as well, so we can do that over the phone to make sure you get a property, whether it be in this development or any other. So do think about it, because they do go really quickly. And
yeah, I was just going to say, the way it would work, of course, is if one of these, if you were interested, for example, in knowing more about Cabanas and the developments that we offer in Cabanas or in Tavira, then of course we can provide you with floor plans, photographs, and we can sort of drill down specifically about a particular unit in a particular location. We can go there and do some filming of that particular unit, and what we would trying to do effectively is provide you all the information, all the sort of visuals that you would, as much as possible, that you would see when you were here. We're trying to get to sort of 95% of what it would be like if you were sort of here physically yourself. That's, and we'll spare no effort in providing you with all of that information so that you feel very comfortable in sort of taking it to the next step.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Sasha. I do believe we've got John back on. Are we ready for John?
I'm back again, sorry.
He's back.
Hang on.
Oh, we've cut him off. There we go. Yes, we can.
Right, I've got down to Cabanas, and we're a little bit nearer the sea, and a smaller development, and well, again, stunning views. Let me just turn the camera around, and then this is the view again. A little bit nearer the sea, 5 minute stroll down to the beach, down to the little town down there. That's Cabanas there. This is a smaller development. This particular property I've just come down to is a T1. It's a 1 bedroom, but it's quite large. But what's quite interesting about this is this has this terrace. So this is your actual terrace on this one. So although it's only a 1 bedroom, if you're looking for a nice little holiday home, lock up and leave, this is nice. You've got a neighbour one side of the terrace there, and you've got a neighbour that side there. I happen to personally know that person, and he's got a hot tub on his roof there. Let me just then explain about Cabanas. It's literally a little 5 minute drive into Tavira. Nice little old fishing village, and you've got down the front there along the walkways, lots of beaches, bars, and you get the little ferry across to one of the little peninsulas. So it's a nice little area. This builder has got this one on the market at 245. This is available a T1 with this terrace. He's also got a T1 starting at 175, or he's got a T2, I believe, at 215. Yeah. So 175 for a T1. It won't have this terrace, and a 2 bedroom at 215. But this one is 245 T1 with this beautiful terrace. The interiors all nicely done. This is the areas up here. Just close that door, and we'll be going down the lift. Just to show you very quickly, you'll see me in the mirror. And, He's also building a block next door that will be finished. Just go over to- Sorry. He's building a block next door that will be finished in February of obviously 2021. They've got prices starting around about 275, I think 275, going up to 420 for one we saw just a minute ago, with a beautiful terrace again. So now we're into the 2-1. Put the camera around. This is the entrance, video entrance door for any visitors. One car parking space below, and although I often think you think of a T1 being quite small, this is relatively big and decent sized kind of lounge dining room. But all your outside dining, I think you spend most of your time on the terrace above. But this also has a nice big outside terrace, so you can still eat outside here. So it's decent size. And then it's development over there, and then just to give you an idea of the size again. And then the 1 bedroom, I guess this is about in square meters, about 120, 130. Nicely tiled bathroom, full rain shower bathroom, fully fitted sink, beautifully done. And then this is your 1 bedroom. And it comes pre-installed for air conditioning, ready to go. Fitted wardrobes. And as I said, this one comes in at 245, and that gives you your own private terrace upstairs. And I'll say, if we've got time, have we got time to whip? Can I whip in next door?
Yeah, I should think so.
Yep. So let me run in next door very quickly. Let's go down in the lift. And the other ones next door will be finished, as I said, in January, February next year. And they've got T1s, T2s, T3s. He doesn't have any T4s left in there. He's got T1 being 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms.
Okay, I think we might just lose John a little bit. Yeah, these are really popular properties, and a lot of these have been sold as they're ready. They get sold really quick.
When I come out of the lift, I'll just you can see it.
Don't get stuck in there.
There's, you still hear me? So rushing away, yeah. And this is the development next door. So he's done 2 blocks, and this is his 3 blocks he's building. This is his 3rd block. And then we'll run upstairs very quickly just to show you. Again, sorry about the camera work, and the finish obviously will be a lot better. It will be tiled, it will be granite.
I think we've lost you.
Fully fitted lifts will be installed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back on now.
Right. And then this particular one I'm going to show you has, again, this is your terrace. This will be the stairs inside, obviously down into your own room. So you'll have access to your own terrace private up here. And again,
Lovely.
decent size.
Mm.
And then this is where the jacuzzi will be. And the jacuzzi is included on this one. That's your view. And this is a T3, so 3 bedroom. Completion in February. And let's just go down the stairs here and show you inside. So this will be your front door. There'll be a cupboard here. This is your open plan lounge, kitchen, Another front terrace for you here. So again, great views. There will be building there in front, but it won't obstruct this level. It's only going up to the height of the buildings next door there. So you won't lose that view on this height. The ones below you will, just to give you prior warning. That's where the staircase will take you up to your private staircase there. And then you've got bathroom, master bedroom, fitted wardrobes will go over there. And again, all the rooms have views. Simply, literally all have views. And this particular one, as I said, is going to be €420,000. That includes the jacuzzi. Yeah.
And is there any T1s in there, John?
T1s. I'd have to check if he's got any left in here. I only spoke to him very briefly. I can make inquiries. Anybody's interested in a T1 here? Just leave and we can find that out and get.
Okay.
And as I say, back out onto the roof side terrace, and that will be where your roof terrace is up there. But peaceful, great location. Cabanas is lovely. Tavira is lovely. It's a really nice, peaceful area. A lot of Scandinavians seem to attract a lot of Scandinavians come down for the winter down to Tavira. There's no nightclubs, discos as such. So if you're looking for that sort of thing, there's a lot more areas that will be suited. But if you like total relaxation, good food, good restaurants, the beaches, the islands, it's got everything. It really has. It really is a lovely place to be. So I just hope it's helped you a little bit. I'm sorry about the rush today, but we've tried to get through as much as we can, just to give you a basics of the East. And remember, you're only about 10 minutes away from the border. So if you want to go over to Spain, it's an hour to Seville. If you want to get to Seville, just cross the bridge over the Guadiana River. There's no border control there. You can whip over to Spain. And, so you've got the best of both worlds. If there's any questions, please fire away. I'm here. I can try and answer. I'm sure Sasha can also as well.
Okay, thank you, John. We haven't got any more questions, but if anybody does have any questions that they think of afterwards, you know how to get in touch with us. It's on your chat, all the details for you to contact us. Like I say, if you are wanting some of these one of these properties, you do need to move fast, because I don't think these are going to be around for very long. And we're there. We're always here to help you. And we'll be back again tomorrow for another webinar. So we'll see you tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed it and got everything you needed from this. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.